Hello, Bale Farm fans. We are having more fun with hay. Yes, we're making, today I've decided, after the last time, which I didn't get any video of, today is the last bit of hay for 2019. You know, same setup, same 474 New Holland, behind the 2910, we're out mowing. What are we mowing? Well, it's second cutting, duh. We didn't cut this, but we cut the back portion. This is the field where I square baled and had those bales standing up like Stonehenge, where we're dropping them on the ground. So out here we have crabgrass, and that's the darker purplish brown. The crabgrass is kind of drying out. There's a lot of fescue. And some clover. Yes, clover, nice clover. The crabgrass will turn out to be pretty good hay, actually. Be nice and fine. And I guess the weed seeds won't get stuck in horses' teeth. But we don't have to worry about that because this character, the owner here, he feeds cattle, which is wonderful. We like feeding cattle, useful animals. So yes, it's a fairly nice mix. It's been dry. We've gone almost a month with no rain. So even the crabgrass, which is the warm season grass, is drying up. And the fescue's actually holding pretty well. It's still fairly green out there. Most of the greener spots are either clover or fescue. Which in this low spot right here, maybe it had a little more moisture than the rest. So let's get to it and cut some blades. Time to go to the next little field. We mowed here, and I mowed slow, trying to get a nice, short finish to the field. Make sure we got it all. I mean, the grass isn't tall, so I really had to let the reel rake it in, you know? So it looks nice. Give it a couple days to dry. Now, this time of year, being that it's October 1st, we have less than 12 hours of daylight. But if you haven't noticed, it's hot. It's like 90 degrees or better, and very low humidity with a nice breeze, which probably the camera's picking up on a whole lot, and I hope that's not ruining anything. So yes, this is going to be dry in 2 days. Today's Tuesday, so yeah, Thursday should be baling it up, no problem. If I had gotten out here earlier this morning, you know, like before noon, well before noon, we probably could have baled this late tomorrow, but you know, I had to be out all night driving home with the combine head. So got a few winks after that, then unloaded it so we could take the trailer back. So yep, just doing the last little bit of hay. Finally, at least it's dry. I've had a good dry month. We've gone a month without rain, so that's why. Well, it's why this has been as fun as it has been. Why the fun's still going is because it's dry. The leaves are they're just turning brown. They're drying up. We're still 10 inches ahead for the year, but we've just gone 4 weeks with no rain. What a joy. It's all turned back around backwards now. We have almost no battery left, so this is hopefully going to be quick. We're going to show off this field. Now, if you watch the chicken video where we moved them around, they were in this area right here, and at one point they were up the hill higher. we're just gonna quick look. This is the last field of the day for second cut that I was like, oh yeah, I'm driving by, we should cut it again. And look how clean this is. Nice fescue. Look at how long the blades of fescue are. It's a nice long fescue blade. It's fairly clean. I would come up here and we'll see the dividing line of the old and new. I had the fence running right here. And there's a little bit more crabgrass right along the fence. And that section had more time to grow up, and it's not as clean as this bottom end. Yeah, there's a little patch of foxtail here. And you can see where they over abused the field in this spot, unfortunately. But in general, it grew back well. This is our, well, we green chopped it. Had the chickens out here. I think we've actually green chopped it twice before the chickens were out here. So 2 green chops, the chickens makes 3, and now I'm making 4, and this is just mixed grass. And all that's been out here is the chickens once a year. So chicken manure. This makes me a firm believer in chicken manure. If only I could find it closer. So if anybody's feeling extra generous with a semi or a big dump truck, there's lots of chicken farms or poultry, like maybe turkeys, around the Fort Recovery, Ohio area. And I'm just a little bit stupidly far away from that to make it easy or cost effective to get poultry litter. But if I could, after seeing all this, it seems like a fantastic idea. Not that I've ever tested the soil, but we just put the chickens out here. They eat our grain, they poop, they lay eggs. And we're making 4 cuttings on just mixed grass. Now I gotta say that, you know, the green chop was done early, so that helped us out because we were chopping awfully early for that this year. So that might have made it possible to get the 4 cuttings out of it. Well, let's go make these last few rounds of the mower before it gets too terribly dark. We're making the second cutting bales, and oh, we just got a fun view, hopefully. Now you probably wonder why I do some of these small custom jobs. They're close, and this one's really nice. This guy really takes care of the field. We made 45 bales. We'll call them economy light bales. They might weigh 40 pounds. They're a little soft. Some of them are really springy. I didn't reset the tension much. If anything, I might have taken a couple turns off before we got going, and it was still set, we'll say, a light on the tension, because these short days Let's do a little recap on the second cutting real quick to end out this video. What we have here is some more second cut. Yesterday, which you saw me rake and bale some, turned out to be 66 bales for us and 57 bales for them. Some of that was, most of that was custom, that was the bales for them. So the one field where you're up high, where I was pretending to have a drone and shot the video from on top of a silo on the property, yes, we made 66 bales there. Is it fantastic? Well, it's more hay than we had in its second cutting, so all that highfalutin stuff, second cutting. Nice and bright and green, we were safe. This is a kind of a mix of fescue. It almost could pass for, well, not fescue. That's reed canary grass too, mixed in, came out real nice. Now, this first cutting is sun faded, but not that it's very easy to pry in there. You can see there's greenery hiding down inside, just the edges faded because the sun comes in late in the day. Now, this is really dark in here. You know, small little load. Got a little bit of second cut there. There's 45 bales there. And if we quick take a walk to the other barn, we have about 200 bales of second cut in here that I'm just too lazy to unload because we haven't needed the hay wagons. We made most of the second cutting on 2 or 1 wagon. Like yesterday, I only needed 1 because, as you saw, we left the bales on the ground at the one operation. And this is real nice and fine. Hopefully you can tell. It looks pretty good on camera. Through my eyes, though, it doesn't look necessarily, you know, bright and green because it's set on the wagon for 2 weeks, and, well, oxygen takes its toll. In the center of the stack, it'll be bright green. All total for the season, we made 30... Let's go check on that. Over here at the square baler, we're going to check on that. We made 3,702 bales. Okay, so a few of those might have busted, so I think we came in just under 3,700 bales. Not all those went in our barn because some fields are shares. Don't necessarily take all the hay. And we also made almost 200 rounds. I don't have a good specific total because I got to actually count those. I don't have anything on the round baler to meter that for me. So we'll wrap this up. That is the end of hay season. It is October 4th. October 3rd, yesterday when I baled, was sweltering hot, and today I'm in jeans, so it's a lot cooler. You know, only a 24 degree temperature drop, 90s down to the mid-70s. Let's see how many people get sick from the quick drop, but at least we didn't get rain around here, which we haven't had rain for a month, but I think anymore it may not make a difference. So we're going to wrap this up. We'll catch you guys with more fun farming adventures.